Hello, today I'm sitting here with Chatchai from Klongdinsor and Mr. Daniel Kang, my new co-host in the show. And Chatchai developed a pen for blind people to draw and feel what they're actually drawing. So we like to learn more about this idea.
My name is Chatchai. So right now I'm working with a company called Klongdinsor. We develop educational tools and toys for children with special needs. Well, not only blind, but like also other type of impairment as well. And this is our first product, which is called Valentin drawing kits. It's drawing kits for children with visual impairment. So this project actually started like 2 years ago when I was studying my MBA program, and I had a lot of free time during that. So
sounds like a good MBA program.
Yeah, excellent. So I went to the Bangkok School for the Blind to become like a volunteer for them, like to teach like their homeworks during the evening time.
Okay.
And when I was there, I feel like their study was very hard, like because they don't have that many like tools to provide them to learn. Mm-hmm. So I came back and then trying to make stuff for them. Yep. So I started making things for them, but my background is not in designing or anything. So like it's kind of like very handmade stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fun. Like the kids enjoy using it, a lot of it, because it's new. Mm-hmm. And the pen is like one of them that I made and then gave it to the schools.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, yeah, it's great, it's exciting because it's a new concept that allows the kids to be able to draw themselves. Because normally the teacher will be the one making the tools and then the kids will only like touch them and learn.
Mm-hmm. But they cannot produce themselves.
They cannot produce themselves. So I started talking to organizations like other schools, universities, designing companies, and to come up with the proper design. And it took me like 2 years until I got the commercially viable products, which is the first version will be the wooden one like this.
Yeah.
Because I start with wood because it doesn't have to be like large quantity products, because it can be produced like 100 and 200 pieces and to test it out.
Yes.
Whether it's work or not for the kids. So I start with wood, and then when we sure that okay, the concept is great, the tool is it's okay to use for now. Mm-hmm. So we start developing it into a plastic one, which is this one.
Which is also more cheaper.
Cheaper, yeah, a lot cheaper. Like this plastic one is cost like $1 or $2 to produce. Yeah. Only the pen cell, the pen. Yeah, so it has better design, like the handle thing and the material wise, and it's cheaper. Yeah. So with these products, we're ready to expand our market, like in Thailand and also like export to other countries.
So just in terms of the design of the pen itself, I'm sure a lot of people watching this will be curious as to how it works, but it's not exactly a normal pen in the sense that it uses ink, but it uses string instead, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is a special pen that when they draw, it create like a tactile line that the kids can feel, and the tactile line come from the wool that will attach to the book. So the book right here is attached with Velcro. It's a special Velcro that's very smooth, like a sandpaper. So when the wool attached to the Velcro, it creates like a clear line that the kids can feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we were also interested about the business model. How did you get funding from outsiders, or did you invest your own money to set up the business?
Okay. During the product development, I mainly used my own money, and then I got financial support from Aphibanpoonpon company, the coal mining company. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, they have like a program to support like social enterprise, so I got that seed funding from them. Yep. To develop the first pen, the wooden one, And then from that, I did the crowdfunding on Start Some Goods. Crowdfunding on Start Some Goods.
Yeah.
But it didn't reach the goal, so I didn't get any money. But from that, I get a lot of feedbacks from international market, like Germany and US. They all like, hey, how can I buy these products and where do you sell it?
There was like a demand for the product, but not a demand for investing in it.
Because for Start Some Good, it's more like a donation that we say like, hey, we want to produce like 500 sets of it and to give it away to the school in Thailand. So like not many people interested in that, but they wanted to buy it for themselves.
Okay, I see.
So like, yeah, they want to buy it. So that's great. That's mean like they have I have demand for both in Thailand and also like abroad as well.
Yep.
So like I start selling the wooden one like within Thailand for Thailand. For the first period, I used the CSR model mainly. So the company contact me and then say like, hey, they want to do a CSR project as the blind schools, but they just don't want to like buy them lunch or play with them like as they normally do there. They want something new. So yeah, we have this pen and we organize like a CSR event for them. So the employees came in and then play with the kids, draw with the kids, and they have like drawing competition, games and stuff. So we did that during the first period for the wooden one.
Yeah.
And we also
increased exposure.
Yeah. And then we expand to abroad, like sell it to schools, parents, teachers abroad.
Okay. And you told me before that before you started this project, you also worked in a bank.
Yeah.
And maybe you could explain like how is the difference in the motivation in the morning when you get up from working at the bank and working for your own company doing good for society?
My job there was like credit analyst. So I talk to customers, I learn about their industry, their business, and then come up with their plan for the loan. So it's kind of fun to learn all the new stuff. But not the fun part about like I visit a customers who did the molasses, molasses, leftover from sugar process. Yep, and she sold molasses to like alcohol company, like local alcohol company.
Yeah, you produce rum.
Yeah, rum, yeah, all of that. Yeah. So I'm not very big supporter from that industry because I think like for like financial institution, especially the bank, they have a very important role in moving the economy forward. So we shouldn't be supporting this kind of, industry that create harm to the society.
Yeah.
So that's what I told my boss, like, no, we shouldn't support this kind of business. But like the boss said, no, because it's the policy of the bank to give loan to the one that can pay back.
Right.
Yeah, and she can pay back. So like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
There is no like social dimension in the banking industry.
Really?
It's just about
making the profit for this year's quarter.
Right.
Quota, right? There's no concept of responsibility to anyone outside.
Yeah. So like, I didn't enjoy that, so I just quit. I feel like no, I'm not working for this company anymore. So I just quit. And then at the same time, I quit because I would take my MBA degree as well here. So I start studying MBA. And as I told you before, I have a lot of free time during that. So I like, so after I graduate from MBA, I start my first business, which is lady taxi, a taxi for women in Bangkok, to provide them safety. So
the women are driving and the women are the
passengers. Yep, all women. I'm the only man in the company.
Yeah. Okay. How did that turn out?
The response, the demand from the market was enormous. Like we got phone call like 24 hours.
Yeah.
especially like when we went on the television channel 3, and like for the whole day I cannot pick up the phone because like the line just keep coming. You cannot say but answer the phone. It's like keep coming.
So
like that.
People asking for like I need to be picked up. Like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So like yeah, the demand was there, but like operation size, back office size, is so many problems.
Yeah.
And working with a lot of women, very troublesome. So like, okay, I'm not gonna do this for the rest of my life, so I better stop now. So like for like 3 or 4 months, I just stopped, and then keep focusing on developing the products.
I hope you learned something, you had fun, and maybe you can visit the website,
Yep.
which is www.klongdinsor.com.
Fica atento para o próximo episódio.
Tune in for the next episode.